Cherokee Nation is starting construction on the 24 homes in Tahlequah designed to create more affordable housing for families. Money for the project is coming from the tribe's Housing, Jobs, and Sustainable Communities Act. Principal Chief Chuck Hoskin Jr. says the tribe set aside millions of dollars to help with the housing shortage for tribal members. The Cherokee Nation plans to build more homes in Stillwell, Catoosa, and Pryor.
The University of Tulsa's Collins College of Business is launching a project to help fund startup businesses. It's called the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. TU hopes the center will help alumni create businesses in Oklahoma through seed funding. The next 100 businesses started by TU students, faculty, and alumni. The center will include enhanced business curriculum, one-on-one mentorship, and help to secure venture capital and intellectual property rights. Right now, it's working to raise $10 million to help start new enterprises. The university says it's already secured $500,000 in funding.
Kids as young as 5 years old are selling handmade products and now have a place to sell them. They're being sold at the Pink Cactus Boutique in Coweta, and people are coming from all over Green Country to see what they have to offer. Some middle school girls are selling homemade lip gloss and perfume. A college student is creating stone and wood carved jewelry, and two young girls are creating these personalized jewelry with lots of fun and color in them. The store would like to see more budding entrepreneurs showcase their things.
A girls' basketball team at an Oklahoma high school with only 5 members is teaching everyone a lesson about determination. The Kinta girls' basketball team struggled last year, winning just 1 game. But this year, the girls won 11, making it to the postseason playoffs. The team's coach says because there are only 5 members, running game-like situations in practice can be difficult. Kinta played last night. They ended up losing, but they do have to win today and tomorrow to be able to advance. They'll be playing Scheidler today at 1:30 in Shakota.
Tulsa will host a 3-day festival dedicated to the history and future of the iconic Route 66. That's happening this summer. The AAA Route 66 Road Fest will be June 23rd through the 25th at the SageNet Expo Center at Expo Square. The event's curator says the main feature will be a 17,000 square foot interactive exhibit showing the history of the highway, featuring actors and an immersive soundscape. Tickets are on sale now. We'll have a link at newson6.com.
That should be fun. Can't wait till the 100th anniversary. It's in 2026. Look forward to that. 9:08 is our time. Let's check in with Alan. He's got the forecast for this Friday.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty good day. The temperature today, warmer than yesterday, but it'll be cooler than tomorrow. But sunshine and light winds will make our 48 kind of stretch quite a bit this afternoon. So I actually think this is going to be a spectacular day. All of these views, we're going to be hard-pressed to find cloud cover. We've got a lot of dry air, not only in the lower part of the atmosphere, it's the middle part as well. Here's Bartlesville from our friends at K-Rig KOM1 Radio. So at 30 right now. We've been as low as 21, 22 across most of Tulsa County early this morning. That's the roll of the clear sky, the light wind, the dry air. Temperatures dropping. This afternoon, though, we'll warm to as much as we possibly can in this atmosphere with a high of 48. So that's going to be around the 3 and 4 o'clock time period. If you do have plans for Friday night, we're going to be fine. There's no weather inconveniences other than the fact that it'll still be kind of cool and chilly. And then early tomorrow morning, we're going to drop down into the upper 20s. So we're actually going to start with the 7-day summary, but without all the numbers. And I'll put the numbers on it here in a minute. So this weekend, we're going to go above normal temperatures. We're going to be in the 50s on Saturday, 60s, almost 70 for part of Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. The next significant system we think is going to end up being sometime around Tuesday night and Wednesday. That has the opportunity for some showers, some storms. So today, sunny. It's very cold this morning. Over the weekend, you're going to notice a couple of things. It's a half and half weekend. The first half, we're going to have more cloud cover. The second half, more sunshine. There will also be at least an opportunity for a sprinkle or two once we get into tomorrow midday through early afternoon as a weak wave approaches from the south-southwest. Today, some good news in this category. The winds are going to be much lighter than we've had the last several days, and that will pay a big dividend coming up later. This weekend, it will be breezy. Now, it's not a flat-out windy weekend. We're not going to have wind advisories or winds that will be over 35 or 40 or 50 like we had earlier this week, but it will be a little bit of an inconvenience, especially tomorrow. The high tomorrow, 53. Sunday's high, 68, and then lower 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. Technically, that's a warming trend. It may not actually feel like it tomorrow, though, with the clouds and the breezes. The temperature and shower and storm opportunities coming up for Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night. That'll be an issue as we get closer to that time period. 30 right now, variable wind, 3 miles an hour. Dew point's low. We still have a lot of dry air in place. That dry air tomorrow is still anticipated to be across the lower part of the atmosphere. So as our storm system, this weak wave approaches tomorrow after high temperatures today in the 40s, close to 50, they'll spread some clouds through the area. It'll start from the southwest. So if you're up early tomorrow morning for the jog or the run, or you're trying to head to the golf course, it's going to be fine early on. But then as the day progresses, the clouds start to show up. The temperatures level off into the lower 50s. Now, tomorrow's going to be warmer than today, but with the wind and the cloud cover, kind of work against that. You can see on the future view, the reflectivity here indicates maybe a shower. But the drier air, lower part of the atmosphere, should eat some of that up. So we're only anticipating a sprinkle or two. So what about the second half of this half and a half weekend? I'll have more on that and more about a little spring weather for early next week. We'll do that at 9:30.
Alan, thank you. There's a new director at the National Severe Storm Laboratory in Norman, and he hails from Tulsa. He joins us in studio after the break with why his position is so historic.
And we are highlighting some outstanding Oklahomans for Black History Month. Charlie Christian is credited with changing the world of music as the first major soloist on the electric guitar, changing the instruments from a rhythm in the background to one of the main focus. Though he died when he was just 25 years old, his innovation had an undeniable influence on musicians for generations.
Tackling Tulsa's homeless issue
We can see that the problem is getting worse every year.
by going small.
We've got the land. We've crossed that huge hurdle.
News on 6 takes you to see how this approach has worked in Missouri
I didn't have nothing, and now I do have something.
and find out what's still needed to get Tulsa's tiny homes off the ground.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
I'm Craig Day. Join us for a special report.
Homes allow for hopes and dreams which lead to transformation.
Wednesday night at 10 on Oklahoma's own News on 6.
Us. This isn't us. Is it? Uh-huh. Let's take a break from our devices for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes. And let's see what we find. Hey, bud. U.S. Cellular. Built for us.
Hello there. My name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is every single time you take a bite, you know you're gonna get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. The Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches. There's no touching it.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 selling nerve care company. Nervive contains alpha-lipoic acid to relieve occasional nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort. Try Nervive Nerve Relief.
Wondering what actually goes into your multivitamin? At New Chapter, it's innovation, organic ingredients, and fermentation.
Fermentation?
Yes, formulated to help your body really, truly absorb the natural goodness. New Chapter, wellness well done.
At Grigsby's, we understand the value and importance of a quality installation. It's one thing to purchase a beautiful product, but having it installed with perfection is just as important to us as it is to our customers. And these days, there's no guarantee all installers are responsible. We make sure Grigsby's installers have multiple years of experience, are polite, timely, and reliable. And of course, our installers are insured and all installations are warranted. Just another great reason to shop at Grigsby's.
What's better than our guaranteed low price and 18-month no-interest financing? How about free delivery and installation? During our customer appreciation sale, not only are we offering free delivery, but we'll pay the first $100 off your installation. Like this Samsung laundry pair for $5.99 each, or this French door refrigerator for $17.99. Get either one delivered and installed for free. 18-month no-interest financing, free delivery, and installation during our HON customer appreciation sale. Put us to the test.
I just got the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra from US Cellular. With nightography, it can take selfies in low light. Click.
Amazing. Can it go back in the bag?
Yeah, it can go back in the bag.
Okay.
The new Samsung Galaxy S23, free for everyone from US Cellular.
Galaxy has over 300 hot tubs in stock and can deliver yours in only a week.
There's a new face leading NOAA's National Severe Storms Laboratory in Norman. Dr. Dene Carlis is the first African-American to serve as that lab director, and he's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. How about that? Dr. Carlis joins us this morning. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Alan.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
This is kind of a homecoming, right? I mean, your journey has taken you really all across the globe.
Yeah.
But now you're back. You will be back in Norman heading the NSSL. We'll get into all that just a little bit. What does it mean to be back in Oklahoma, and especially today to be back in Tulsa? Because you're from Tulsa. You went to Booker T High School.
Yep.
What's it like to be back today in Tulsa?
It feels amazing to be here with you today, to come to my hometown, which I love so much. I grew up in North Tulsa. Yeah. I'm a very proud North Tulsan, but I'm also a very proud Oklahoman. And so being here today, leading the National Severe Storms Laboratory just means the world to me and my family, who I'm sure is watching today.
Okay, speaking of family, all right, a little shout out here to your family. Who all do you still have here from your family that might be watching today? I know that you talked about your parents with me just a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, my dad, he's 92. He works for Tulsa Public Schools. He's a bus monitor. My mom, who is here, she's 81 as well. I'm sure she's watching. And then, of course, all of my aunts and uncles and cousins, I'm sure they are watching as well. My siblings are here. And so, you know, this is home.
So some of those teachers back in the day from Booker T, would they go, you know what, I think Danae's going to be the head of the NSSL one day. How does that factor into what you did in high school?
Well, I would probably say that they would be like, maybe. Definitely not a definite, for sure. Because as a young kid, I was pretty quiet, little shy. But I had, you know, a great support structure of family and friends. And, you know, my friends just really kind of made me who I am today because they were just so amazing. And just got the opportunity to really just see myself doing greater things. And I decided to go ahead and go for it.
So from Booker T, you go to one of the most prestigious colleges and universities in America, Howard University, that's in Washington, D.C. You got a couple of degrees from Howard there.
Yeah.
And then from Howard, you get involved. How did you go from Booker T and then from Howard? Because I know initially your plan was not necessarily geophysical sciences, right?
Right. It was actually to be a medical doctor. Yeah. I was friends with one of the few African-American medical doctors here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he would tell us all of these grand stories about being a chemist and about being a medical doctor, and had all these ideas. And so I wanted to be like him. But when I took my first biology class, I'll tell you what, the memorization required for biology, I did not have that. I was really good at solving problems, though. So I went into chemistry at Howard University. I received all my degrees from Howard University. And then NOAA tied a rope behind my arm and decided, hey, Danae, you need to come join the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
So you joined NOAA, basically, and just fast forward, you are now the director of the National Severe Storms Lab. Now, that's a big, big deal. And historically, you're the first person of color to lead that organization. I know that has got to make you incredibly proud.
Oh, absolutely. You know, one of the reasons why I wanted to come to Tulsa today is to show my face and to let the kids out there know that are from all across Tulsa, all across Oklahoma. It doesn't always matter where you come from. It more so matters where you're going. And so for me to be the National Severe Storms Laboratory, the preeminent laboratory for observing severe storms, is mind-blowing. It's crazy. I can't believe it. I'm so pumped. I'm really ready to go.
We're pumped too, because we've got this connection now, you know, from Tulsa to the NSSL. We've got about 45 seconds left, and obviously we're going to be shy on time to talk a lot about this, but in about 30 seconds, top thing that you want to see coming out of NSSL in the next couple of years? I know there's a word on forecast, there's threats in motion, there's new radar technology. If you could just wave the wand, and this is what I would like to see happen, what would you like to see happen?
Well, we also have a new phased array radar that we're developing that's going to, you know, you guys use radar technology very much for, looking at severe storms. And so that's one of the technologies that we are developing, that we're trying to get across over into the operations at the National Weather Service. So that is one of the big projects. Threats in Motion as well is another huge one. It's going to change the way we forecast for severe warnings and issue warnings. So I'm really excited about these projects, and I think they're going to really help the American people.
Yeah, I totally agree. Some of the things that you're working on right now, 5, 6, 7, 10 years down the road, it'll be put in place. We appreciate it greatly. And by the way, Dr. Carlis is going to be at some of the schools today here with Dr. Deborah Gist, talking to some schools about your path and about their path, about how they can make that work for them as well. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We appreciate it greatly.